going to be talking about the Earth's climate and the weather, which will be presented by me, Miss Cupido. Today's focus will focus on the Earth's climate, weather, factors affecting weather, vegetation, as well as the regional case studies in South Africa. This video will explain how climate, weather and vegetation works together and why they cannot be studied separately. South Africa has biomes that help us understand these connections. And for those of you that don't know, a biome is a large natural area where climate, plants and animals share similar characteristics. It has its own type of weather, climate and its own type of natural plants and animals. What is climate, you may ask? Climate is the usual kind of weather a place has over a very long time. It explains what the weather is normally like in a place, which could either mean hot, cold, rainy or dry. So taking a look at the map, I'm going to draw an arrow. We can see that the northern region of the map is covered in dark blue, which would determine that the area there is super cold or rainy, whereas the southern parts, which is here, Africa, is covered in red and orange and yellow, which would mean that it's dry or very hot. Weather is what the sky is doing right now or in a short period. It includes things like sunshine, rain, clouds, wind and temperature. Weather is the sky's mood for the day, as it changes quickly. It's what you see outside on any particular day. Predicting the weather means that you are guessing what the weather could be like for the following days. So taking a look at the image, there's a 3-day weather forecast for Cape Town. So you ask yourself questions like what the weather on Monday is going to be looking like in Cape Town, partly cloudy, or what you should bring if you plan to go out on Wednesday. And as you can see, Wednesday's forecast shows rainy and windy. Also, this would mean that South Africa is closer to the equator, well, Africa, and this would mean that it gets more sunlight most of the year compared to continents like Europe, which would make the climate more warmer. This would affect the weather, and although the climate is warm, the daily weather can still change, which making some days cooler while some hot and some rainy. The plants and trees, which are called vegetation, can cool the air a little by giving shade and releasing water into the air. We'll take a look at vegetation. Vegetation means all the plants that grow naturally in an area. This includes trees, types of grasses, types of bushes, as well as flowers. In this image I have a picture of the protea flower. Fynbos biome. The protea flowers grow naturally in South Africa, especially in the fynbos regions of the Western Cape and Eastern Cape. They like sunny spots and well-drained sandy soil, which means that they are part of the fynbos vegetation, which is a type of shrubs and small plants unique only to South Africa. Proteas are adapted to survive in wildfires, which help them grow and spread seeds. They are part of the fynbos and can survive fires, also known as veld fires. Over here I have another map, taking a look at the different biomes in Africa. So each color is on the map, which is coded for a different type of biome. So in Cape Town, common, you can see it covers a large part of Cape Town's area, as the color shows there at the bottom. Let me just make a mark. It shows fynbos, whereas upper it shows the grassland, Namakuru, savanna and succulent karoo, which we'll take a look at later. The savanna biome. The savanna biome is a warm natural region made up of mixed grasses, scattered trees and shrubs. In South Africa, it covers a large part of the Limpopo province, Mpumalanga, KwaZulu-Natal and the northwest, stretching across low-lying plains and gentle slopes. The biome is shaped by a hot climate with summer rainfall and long dry winters, which allows drought-resistant trees and hardy grasses to thrive, like the one in the image. Its vegetation depends strongly on the seasonal weather. The grasses grow quickly, and in the wet months, plants slow down during the dry season because it relies on the warmer lowlands with varied soil types. The savanna clearly links to the physical geography, as the landforms, climate and plant life work together to create its open mixed landscape. Over here I have a table showing the ecosystem groups in the savanna biome, so you may pause to read. The karoo, succulent and the namakuru. The succulent karoo and namakuru are both dry biomes, but each has its own character. The succulent karoo, found mainly in the northern and western Cape, is known for many succulent plants that usually stores water and survives on very low winter rainfall. The Namakuru, spread across the central inland plateau, has a short grass and hardy shrubs adapted to the hot summers, cold winters, and unpredictable rain. In both biomes, the harsh climate and limited moisture shape the vegetation that grows there, keeping plant life low and specialized specifically to the Karoo. Their unique soils, open plains, and rocky landscapes link them strongly to the physical geography of South Africa, where landforms, climate, and drought-resistant plants work together to define these arid regions. Over here we have a picture of the Namakuru versus an image of the succulent Karoo. Over here we have another map image that shows the desert, forests and fynbos, and also the Namakuru as well as the succulent Karoo divided by specific colors. We have an image of the map of South Africa, which is divided by the different biomes based in South Africa, color coded according to area of land, vegetation, as well as the type of biome it is. The biome is a broad open region covered mainly with types of grasses and very few trees as seen in the image, which is found mostly on the high veld areas like Gauteng, Free State and Mpumalanga area. Its climate, which has moderate rainfall, warm stormy summers and cold dry winters, creates conditions where grasses grow easily while most trees cannot. This simple vegetation helps protect the soil and keep the landscape open. Because the grasslands lie on high plateaus with specific soil types and landforms, the biome links strongly to physical geography once again, where climate, vegetation, and terrain all work together to shape the environment. We then have the thicket forest biome. The thicket forest biome is a dense shrubby region with many small trees, bushes, and climbing plants. In South Africa, it is mainly found along the coastal areas of the Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and parts of Limpopo. Think of the thicket forest like an actual forest, covered full with different types of trees and life. The plants help maintain soil stability and influence local microclimates because thicket forests grow in areas with varied terrain and fertile soils, which means that they are closely linked to the physical geography, where climate, landforms, and dense vegetation interact to shape these unique ecosystems. This is an image of the thicket biome. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Please, in the comments down below, if you have any questions about this, and if you'd like another